What if you could find companies hiring for sales, reach out at scale, and send crazy personalized messages that makes closing deals easier? Sounds too good to be true? Well, stick around because in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it using AI and automation that does all the hard work for you. Now, here's why you'd want to reach out. A company hiring for sales is our perfect ideal customer. They're investing in growth. They're looking to scale. But here's the kicker. What if you could offer them a better solution that costs you nothing, way cheaper for them, and gets them in front of the right decision makers faster than they could ever do themselves? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build a sales system that finds companies hiring for sales roles, reaches out to them with a no-brainer offer that you can charge from $5,000 to $10,000 just because it solves one of their biggest problems at a fraction of the cost. My name is Hassan, and I scaled a sales team agency from $0 all the way to $80,000 a month in about 8 months. I actually crossed $105K this month of March with 90% margins. My success has been heavily documented in many communities. You can literally see my journey from 0 to 10K a month, 10 to 25K a month, 25 to 51K a month, 51 to all the way to $80,000 a month. I also consult with over 750 lead gen agencies on a monthly basis, and many of my viewers have already landed their first clients watching my YouTube videos. But before running a 7-figure agency, I was an Upwork freelancer who got banned, and before that, I was a nightclub bouncer who was making $15 an hour. So this channel is purely educational to teach you how to use AI and automation the real way, so you can build and sell high ROI sales systems from $5,000 all the way to $10,000, build a profitable sales team agency, and live life on your own terms, not worry about client acquisition or money ever again. So first, I'll show you a simple, straightforward way to access companies hiring for sales roles. Then I'll walk you through how to directly reach out to the person who posted the job using hyper-personalized messaging that feels like it's one-on-one. Also teach you how to write emails that actually gets replied that no one on YouTube actually teaches. We'll build a simple Make.com automation that handles all of this for us. And at the end, I'm going to leave you all the resource links in the description like always. So does that sound good to you? If the answer is yes, then let's just dive in. Okay, so I am in my Whimsical, and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to actually build the system. So step 1 is we're going to scrape LinkedIn job boards, right? And we're going to scrape LinkedIn job boards using a platform called Apify. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to actually do it. And then we're going to find the recruiter name or the job poster name, right? Using an email enrichment platform. And then here's the real juice, okay? So I want you to pay real attention to this. So we're going to basically have a personalized message to that recruiter or the job poster, okay? So who a new hire will be selling to or working with. So typically in these job descriptions, companies mention like what the job role is going to be doing, like what are the specific tasks that this job role is going to be accomplishing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to list the key decision makers that they'll talk to based on the job description. So every job involves talking to the right people who can make decisions, right? So it's pretty simple. For example, if a company is hiring for a salesperson for a computer store, that person will likely talk to store managers, buyers, and suppliers. So we're going to use AI to basically read through the job description, and we can understand like who are the people that this hire is going to talk to. And then we're going to match pattern that with our offer, right? Our no-brainer offer that's way better. Okay. So third step is we're going to generate a congrats line, again, using AI, right? So these 2 steps are using AI. And the last step, we're going to add an additional line for extra personalization, again, using AI. So the system is pretty lean, pretty straightforward, but the real juice is this part right here, and I'm going to show you step by step on how to actually do it. So now that you understand basically the workflow of the system, let me just give you a recap. We're going to scrape LinkedIn job boards using Apify. Then we're going to find the recruiter name, job poster. Basically, we're going to find their emails, etc. And then we're going to list all the potential decision makers that this hire is going to be talking to. And then we're going to generate a congrats line for personalization. And then we're going to add an additional line at the end for extra personalization to make the email feel one-on-one. Okay. Now, let me walk you through the emails that we're going to be writing. Okay. So here's an example of a perfect dream email. So, hey, John, congrats on scaling Office R&D's flexible workspace solutions. Been watching how you're transforming property management for both operators and hybrid teams. Your tenant engagement platform is exactly what the post-pandemic market needed. So this is what I mean by great personalization. So this is a personalization. Again, we have noticed you're hiring for sales. I might be off base, but I would guess you're planning to use outbound for early high ROI traction. So we're asking, we're not just telling, okay? if you're interested, we can connect Office R&D, so this is their company name, directly with the people who matter, such as CXOs, workspace managers, and facilities directors without the usual overhead. So this is a no-brainer offer, okay? So AI read through the job description and it can tell like what kind of the decision makers that this job title or this, in our case, this sales role is going to talk to, right? We did something similar for Vention. This is just a case study. You don't need to have a case study, right? Adding 85K in revenue while cutting down on the trial and error of typical cold outreach. So this is the risk reversal, right? Let me know if you'd like to connect with ideal Flex workspace clients more efficiently. I'm here when the time is right. So this is AI. And also this is AI. Now, this feels 100% human, like a human wrote this, but I'm going to show you how we can do it using AI and most importantly, at scale. Now, let's turn this into a template using Saad's anti-fragile method, okay? So here's the template. So, hey, first name, the first name of that lead. We have the congrats line. We have the start of the email. And then we have, if you're interested, we can connect company name directly with the people who matter, such as these are the key decision makers this role would typically sell to. Okay. We did something similar, etc. And then we have a non-push CTA, which is this one right here, right? Now, if you notice, the tone that I'm currently using is quite interesting. Not many people actually can write similar emails, right? Just because they don't know what I'm about to teach you, okay? Now, there's this thing called tone, okay? And tone is extremely crucial when you are reaching out to a decision maker, okay? And it's one of the main components that helped me crush my competition, okay? So here's Saad's anti-fragile method, which is mastering the right tone for your sales system. So you want to find the right balance between casual and professional. So here's what I mean by too casual. So too casual is, hey, Jake, notice your site gets traffic, but not many signups. So this is no. You shouldn't write your emails like this, okay? So discard this tone. And the next tone is the too formal tone, which is, good morning, Mr. Smith. My analysis shows your site has traffic, but lacks conversions. Let's schedule a discussion. Now, these emails don't get replies, okay? So both of these don't get replies, the too casual and too formal. Now, I want you to go right into the middle, which is going to be just right. Hey, Jake, notice your site gets great traffic, but your signups aren't keeping up. Got a minute to discuss a few ideas. So this is what I mean by the perfect tone for your email, okay? That's going to help you close deals easier and faster. Now, here are the tips. Here are my tips to achieve the right balance. So I want you to use contractions such as your, don't, or let's for a natural feel. Think of it like you're talking to a colleague, okay? Avoid corporate jargon unless it's necessary and personalize with industry relevant shorthand. Now, the cool part is AI just handles this for us, okay? Another helpful tip for you. One thing that I've noticed is that most people by default write cold emails more formally than they need to. It's only natural, okay? That's okay. You aren't actually writing an email to someone you know, and something in your mind pushes you to be more formal than you need to be. So push back against that urge by being a little bit more casual than you initially thought. Okay, so now that you understand how to use tone, let's actually go ahead and build the system. So step one, we're going to scrape LinkedIn job boards using Apify. So I'm just going to go to LinkedIn jobs. So just go to your LinkedIn, your personal LinkedIn, and go to LinkedIn jobs. Send me a connect, by the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to type in sales representative. So sales representative. And then we have access to 188,000 results, okay? And then I just chose United States. You can choose United Kingdom, Canada, whatever country you're going for. So I'm going to click on search and then there you go. I'm going to go again to all filters and I'm going to go to date posted and I just want to deal with jobs that have been posted in the past month. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the industry. So you can choose any industry you want. It could be retail, insurance, manufacturing, consumer services, software development, financial service. You get it, okay? So I'm just going to choose software development. And then it's 3K, okay? So I'm just going to click on show. And then now I have all of these companies. So I have 3,000 companies that are hiring for sales in the United States. So these companies are our ideal customer. This is your ideal customer, right? Just because they're investing in growth, they're looking to scale, you can come in and offer them a better solution. Okay, so the next step. So now you basically have your companies in LinkedIn, the next step is going to go to Apify, right? And the scraper that I wanted to use is going to be a LinkedIn job scraper. So just type in LinkedIn job scraper. And for ease of use, I'm just going to leave the exact scraper in the resource when you download the blueprints, okay? So I'm going to go to Advanced LinkedIn Job Scraper. So this is the one that I wanted to use and click on Try for Free. Now, let me just sign into my account. I believe it's this account. I'm just going to continue with Google. I believe we click sign up. Let me just do it again. So go to Apify and let me go to login. Continue with Google. And there you go. So the one that I want is going to be an Apify store, which is again, Advanced LinkedIn Scraper, which is this one. And there you go. So step one is going to be go into your LinkedIn and copy in this URL. So copy this URL, paste that in here. Okay. And then all you have to do is you need a session cookie. The way you're going to get your session cookie is by going to edit this cookie. So it's an extension, right, in your browser. And go to edit this cookie v3. And all you have to do is click on add to your browser. All right. And then you're going to have to go back to your LinkedIn, look for the extension, click on it, and click on extract cookie. Go back to LinkedIn and just paste that in here, okay? In terms of the parameters, here are the ones that I wanted to use. So make sure you toggle scrape more details, right? Crucial. And then in terms of total numbers of records, we're going to scrape 2,500. Don't go over 2,500 because you risk your account getting banned for like 24 hours. And then in terms of proxy, make sure it's always residential. And then in terms of run options, it's going to be no timeout. And all you have to do now is click on save and start. Okay. So the scraper is going to go ahead and scrape the leads and it's going to go, hey, LinkedIn account detected, Dr. Saad. Okay. So now we're just going to have to wait until the scraper finishes scraping. I'm going to get back to you. Okay. Okay. So we just finished scraping. Now I have 2,500 results. So these are 2,500 companies hiring for sales. Okay, great. So now the next step is going to be, let's go back. We're going to find the recruiter name and job poster name. Now we're going to do this automatically using a platform called Make.com. So I'm just going to go to Make.com. Okay. And I'm going to go and I'm going to create a new scenario that's going to handle the entire flow basically. Okay. I'm going to go to create a new scenario. And then step one is going to be click on this plus button and look for Apify. So this is Apify. So type in Apify, you're going to find it. And then you're going to scroll down, you're going to look for get dataset items. Okay. And the way you're going to authenticate your account is you're going to have to go back to run and go to settings. And then you're going to go to API integration and copy your API key. Go back to Make.com, click on add. Click on, so make sure you go to connection type and it's going to be API token. Paste in your API token and then you can name this whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it, click save. And now I successfully authenticated my account. Okay. In terms of the dataset ID, now the dataset ID is where the data is stored in Apify. Now we can get access to it using Make through their API. So by the way, an API, basically, this is an API. The most straightforward way to explain it is how two applications speak. Okay. So I'm just going to go to my run and I'm going to go to storage and the dataset ID is going to be copy. And then I can just paste that in here. Okay. Limit is just going to be 1. Now, if I leave this empty, I'm going to retrieve 2,500 bundles. Now, you don't want to do that because 1, there's no reason to do it. And 2, it's going to, eat a lot of your Make.com operations. And now we're just building the system, right? At the end, we want to run it through 2,500 bundles, obviously. But first, you want to basically validate the system. Then we can just go ahead and run it from the beginning. So limit just 1. If you're wondering what this offset means, is basically it's going to skip like a record. So for example, if I put 1, right? And I click save and I run once, I'm going to retrieve the first record, right? In Apify. Now, if I go to limit and I just put 2, obviously I'm going to retrieve 2. Now, if I go to offset and put 1 here, I'm going to skip the first record and I'm just going to go straight to the second one. So this is kind of like a skip. Okay. So let me just go to 1 and click save. Now I have access to this data in Make from Apify. So I have the title, company name, the company LinkedIn URL, the location, etc., etc., etc. Okay, great. Okay, so next step, click on this plus button, and then we're going to use an email enrichment platform to find the email of the person who actually posted the job. Now we can use any email enrichment platform you want. It could be Hunter, Find the Email, Email Finder, or Scrape. So in our case, we're just going to use Hunter. I'm going to go to Hunter, and it's going to be find an email. Okay. So I'm going to go to search by, and it's going to be by company. Company is going to be the company name. Okay. And all I have to do is I'm going to go to full name, and let me show you guys a hack to access data from the previous module without actually mapping it. So it's going to be bracket, 1. And the reason why we put 1 is because this module is 1. You can see 1 here. Okay. So 1 recruiter dot name. There you go. Click on save. And then I'm going to go back again to my filter. And I only want to deal with job postings that include the job poster. Okay. So I'm going to go to, again, condition 1, recruiter dot name exists. Okay. And click on save. Now let's just run once. There you go. We found the email and it worked. So Mo Levine. Okay, great. So now the third step, let me go back. And it's going to be using AI to list decision makers that this job title is going to talk to. Okay. So we're going to use AI to do this. Okay. And I'm going to show you the exact prompt that we're going to use. So we can just go ahead and get up and running as quickly as possible. Now, let me just go back to Make, and I'm going to click on this plus button, and I'm going to choose Anthropic Claude. Okay. I'm going to use Claude. This is my AI model. Model is going to be 3.7 Sonnet, max tokens 3060, and go to add message, role, user, content is going to be text. And so you guys can see everything. I'm just going to remove this from here so you can just see the prompt. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my personal playbook that I use in my company, MyoProcess, which is MyoProcess playbook. Okay. So this is the one. We have every single thing here. And the one that I want is going to be job description, smart personalization. Now, obviously, I'm going to leave you the document and description like always. So all you have to do is just copy this prompt, and basically it's going to output the magic. So I'm going to go back. Text is going to be the prompt. And there you go. All I had to do, it's already like pasted here. So let me show you how you can do it. Just go to search items, and it's going to be description text. So this is description of the job, which is description text. Map that in here and click on save. Now I want to add another filter here. So condition only if the email actually exists. Okay. So Hunter is going to try to find the email. So if email exists, click save. And here I just want to name this recruiter exists, name exists, and click on save. Now let's just run once. And that was quick. So IT manager, department heads, and business owners without the usual overhead. Now, as you guys can see, this is what a real good prompt engineer can get you. Okay. And like when you have prompts that are already plug and play, you can just go ahead and basically build the system quickly. Okay. So now I'm going to click on this plus button. Let me go back and see. So fourth step is going to be generating a congrats line. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Make. And then again, I'm going to use Anthropic Claude. You can use any AI model that you want. I just like Anthropic Claude. Max tokens is going to be 3060. Messages, click on add message. Role is going to be user. And let me go back, user. And the content is going to be text. Okay. And I'm going to show you the prompt they're going to be using. So again, I'm going to go to my playbook. And we have everything for everything. But this is how you need to have everything for everything, guys. This is how you crush your competition. Okay. So I'm going to go to, I think it's generate thoughtful congrats line, which is this one. Let me just copy it. By the way, this is a document that I share with my community. They get access to all of these, and they are constantly updated with new prompts that I'm currently building for my own company. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to map the description of the company. So description text. funny enough, we have a prompt that actually generates a prompt. So I'm going to go to save, and then there you go. So let me just run once again. That was quick. And then the second one is going to be, congrats on launching database no-code platform. Impressive have you democratized database app building while keeping it powerful enough for serious business workflows. Okay, great personalization. Again, click on this plus button and it's going to be, so fifth step, right? It's going to be additional line for extra personalization. Okay, great. Again, I'm going to use Claude and it's going to be create a prompt, 3060. Pretty easy. Go to add message, use your role, and then you're just going to have to plug and play the prompt that I'm going to share with you again. So it's going to be non-pushy ending, which is going to be this one, non-pushy ending personalization. And then I'm going to go back, paste that in here. And now I'm going to basically map the job description. So job description, which is description text, and click on save. And then let's just run once again and show you. So let's see. So let me know if your company would like to connect with ideal clients more efficiently. I'm always ready to help when the time is right. Great. So now, as you guys can see, this is like the anti-fragile method. So it's kind of like preparing a cake, and that cake is their dream email. Okay. So now these are all variables that I'm going to insert at scale with multiple leads. Okay. Thousands of leads. So I'm just going to go to tools. Okay. And I'm going to go to set variable, and I'm going to basically just insert the variable. So dream email, I'm just going to name this dream email. And simply put, I'm just going to go to my presentation here, and I'm going to go to the copy that I have. Let me just copy it, Control C, go back. And then we're just going to start basically preparing our cake. So I'm going to go, hey, first name. So the first name is going to be the first name that we're going to map, which is first name. We're going to add the congrats line, which is going to be congrats line. And then notice you're hiring for sales. I might be off base, but I would guess you're planning to use outbound for early high ROI traction. There you go. If you're interested, we can connect company name. So this is the company name, and it's going to be company. And now let's just delete this. Key decision makers who matter, such as, now we're going to map this. And we're going to map the last one, which is going to be this right here. Thanks for the time. Sad. And that's pretty much it. Let me just save this and run once. Okay, now let's just read through this. So, hey Mo, congrats on launching database no-code database solution. It reminds me how critical workflow automation has become for ops teams trying to escape spreadsheet hell. So now this is what a human would write. How can AI write this? Notice you're hiring for sales. If you're interested, we can connect database IO directly with the people who matter, such as IT managers, technical directors, and department leads without the usual overhead. And then let me know if your company would like to connect with ideal clients more efficiently. I'm always ready to help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed in Claude the company name. So company name. And it's going to be the company name for extra layer of personalization. Okay. And I'm going to add on dash. And I'm going to add one line here. And I believe that's pretty much it. Go back to bundle. And that's pretty much it. Go back here. And that's pretty much it. All right. Now, last step. I'm going to add everything to my Instantly account so I can begin my outreach. I'm going to go to Instantly. It's going to be add leads to a campaign. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to my Instantly account. I'm going to log in. Okay. So log in to this account right here. And I'm going to go to campaigns, add new campaign, hiring for sales, continue. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to map my connection, which is this one. Campaign ID is going to be hiring for sales. Lead email is going to be the lead's email. The first name is going to be first name, last name, and the company name is going to be the company name. Personalization is going to be my dream cake. And I'm going to go to click on save. Now let's just run once. All right. Everything looks good. And then we added lead to my instantly. Let me go back, and it's going to be in here. Go to sequences, insert personalization variable, go to preview, and there you go. Amazing. I have every single thing here. Subject line is going to be company name, better solution. And I'm going to add sends from iPhone. If you're wondering what sends from my iPhone means, just be like when a reader sees the email and it's sent from my iPhone, they're like, wow, this guy actually did his homework and sent me this thoughtful message. I will reply, right? It's kind of a hack. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through multiple leads, okay? 20. Okay, let's just try for 20. Run once. First one has been found. Okay, so Hunter is trying to find the email. Okay, found the email. Tools again. Again, Hunter is finding the email. Great. Okay, let's just read through this. Hey, Jenica, congrats on building a truly AP-centered automation platform with Billy the Bot. Impressive how it's been learning and improving since 2015 while processing 85 billion in invoices annually. If you're interested, we can connect Stamply directly with people who matter, such as CFOs, controls, and account payable managers without the usual overhead. So this is what the sales role is going to be talking to if they hired them. But they're not going to hire them because we're going to come in with our better solution. Okay, now let's just read through the third one. Congrats on 800 plus customer milestone. Love how you're democratizing data insights for GTM teams. Your ML approach to people intelligence is exactly what the market needs right now. We can connect Windfall directly with the people who matter, such as development directors and fundraising managers. Okay. And we added everything here. And there you go. Amazing. So that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give these modules naming conventions for ease of use for you. So this is going to be get data. This is going to be find email. And this is going to be 101. Let's just name this smart job personalization. This is going to be congrats line. And this is going to be 101 non-pushy CTA. This is going to be dream email. And that's pretty much it. Okay, let me just save this, auto-align it, and let me give you a recap. So first of all, you're going to go back, you're going to go to LinkedIn, get your list ready, copy it, go back to your scraper right here and paste in the search URL using your cookie. And then you're going to go to make.com and you're going to follow along and just basically build the system. It's going to take you 15 to 20 minutes. And in terms of copy, you can use my own copy. Just go ahead, you have my blessing. And yeah, this is tested and it works. Okay, so hopefully you found this video valuable. I'm going to leave you all the resources in the description like always, including the scraper, the blueprint, the copy, and also the websicle, so you can go ahead and implement this yourself. Thanks so much for the recent support. This channel has been growing like crazy. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which I'm absolutely happy about. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share this YouTube video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.